Okay, this is going to be a crazy claim, but I truly believe hypergamy in some way supports or leads to human trafficking and worse. And throughout this video, I'm going to be trying my best to, because I've had this thought for like a long time, but I've never articulated it in depth in long form in this way. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I have a bit of notes here right in front of me. So let me just hit the first point, go into it, and we'll go there. Let's just get right into it. You know what I mean? All right. A broke man is a bad man. A rich man is a good man. All right. I saw this TikTok video. Oh, by the way, my mic is like freehand, like I'm holding it. So if my the audio isn't stable, that's why, because I'm like moving around, right? I saw this TikTok video, bro, and let me just show it to you guys. Let me find it really quick.
I'm sorry, but men should not be having sex if they do not have any money. If you do not have any money, what the fuck do you look like hopping on Tinder, hopping on any dating app just to get some What you should be doing is elevating your life, working on your mindset, working on your self-respect, and getting your income together, because who the fuck do you look like sleeping with women and you have nothing to offer?
All right, so before I get into the stuff that can potentially get this video taken off YouTube, I just want to preface, I don't really think hypergamy is a super bad thing. I think when you're dealing with a large population, it's generally a good idea to, if you're a woman, okay, it kind of makes sense, reproduce with who is more successful. On the male kind of red pill side, it's kind of like, well, bro, you kind of don't have anything going for yourself. So like maybe prioritize building a little village, some decent income first. Okay. Generally, that's good, right? There's a reason why like hypergamy is not just a social construct. It's more of like, it's like a evolutionary thing. You know what I mean? Like a more primal version of that would be like, oh, he has more, I don't know, he has more huts in his village and more, I don't know, cows or whatever. And biologically, or not even biologically, just practically speaking, okay, if you're a woman, everybody's telling you, okay, women make baby. Okay, I woman want make baby. Okay, how I make baby, have good life, have good baby life. Okay, men, big resources, good baby life. That does make sense. Okay. However, there's some stuff in the wording that can make way for some pretty demonic stuff. All right.
Which we handle several different things, such as prostitution, a little bit of human trafficking, a little bit of game rooms and stuff like that, strip clubs and so on. Human smuggling and human trafficking, they're not the same, but yes, a lot of people confuse the two. When it comes to human trafficking, it's like you're not willingly allowing a person to do these things to you. Usually a trafficker will use force, coercion, some type of threat to have them having either sex acts or labor exploitation. That is a violation of the human rights. Usually they start like kind of brainwashing them.
Okay, here's what this video is about. The best type of brainwashing is the type of brainwashing that has you offended if you get called a victim. You know what I mean? The best type of brainwashing is the brainwashing where you don't realize you're brainwashed even after therapy. All right, and let's go a level deeper than that. The best type of brainwashing, it doesn't even make it to a police desk at all. You know what I mean? The best type of brainwashing will never become a case. It will never become a thing. Why is that? Because hey, it's not seen as a crime anymore. It's seen as like a way of life, right? And so when you think about it, okay, what do human traffickers get out of trafficking? They get money, okay? It's an exchange of bodies for money. What do participators, buyers in, of human trafficking get? They get intercourse if they're really evil, other smaller humans, if you get what I mean. If you put yourself in the mind of a trafficker, it would probably behoove you for your method to involve a lot of consent. Legally speaking, it would probably behoove you to have them defended if need be. Let's take a pimp and his bottom bitch, for example. That's his bottom bitch, the most loyal one, bro. She's gonna go out and get the girls, you know what I mean? She's gonna go out. You see what I mean? And why? She benefits. He gets her some money. She gets clothes, I guess. Every now and then. Actually, I heard pimps aren't supposed to have intercourse with their legs. Is that what do they still call them legs? Okay, so like if she's consenting, is it still trafficking? You know what I mean? Is it still, See, that's what they're thinking, okay? Why is that? Let's look at the circumstances, okay? We're in the club, you know what I mean? And let's say, let's say I'm like, we was talking about pimps. Let's take that example. I'm like, let's say you're the bottom in this example, right? And you're like, okay, I need a target. He's looking for a girl, blase. You know what I mean? What circumstances are you looking for? She's somebody that's having fun, somebody that's trying to live their best life, somebody that's trying to elevate in life. Are you catching it? Are y'all catching it? I don't think you're catching it yet. Let's keep going. You're gonna catch somebody that's free spirited, free thinker, buzzword. You're gonna that's what you're gonna do. Why is that? Because again, the tools of the traffickers is the same tools that average people in society use to have fun. Drugs, alcohol, going to potentially dangerous places without thinking because it was on an advertisement somewhere and some person you like or want to impress is going there. You know what I mean? Girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna... No copyright. Please don't copyright me, please. Now, brothers, we must discuss the baddie industrial complex. Okay? Because I'm just going to keep it a bean. This is just consensual trafficking. Let's be honest. Let's talk about the show Baddies for a second, right? Baddie shot a clock.
Last time we rode on a tractor, we came up with Baddie shot a clock.
Oh, okay. We did. We did.
Yes.
Baddie. What? Okay, let's think about that concept. If you've never seen the show, Baddies is essentially a show where they get bad bitches on there and they, on camera, they go to clubs, have fun, and turn up and make money. Off camera, allegedly, I don't know, don't sue me, I don't have any money, please don't sue me. From what I heard, they're getting pimped out by Crimson Chin, okay? That's your way. I don't know. Here comes the Crimson Chin. That's what I heard, okay? But this is an extremely popular show, which ultimately kind of adds to this whole hypergamy to human trafficking pipeline, but I digress, right? People are watching it for the ratchetness. People are watching it for the fights. People are watching it to see them turn up. And Natalie is essentially making a bunch of money from like auditions, fights, and but let's get to baddie shot o'clock, because that's how I opened this up, right? Every hour they take a shot of, I guess, tequila, Patron, or like Hennessy or something like that, right? They think about that. Okay, bro, y'all are taking a shot every hour. That's insane. That's insane. So we're gonna record you, and you're staying in a state of like altered consciousness, and we're recording the worst side of yourself. Fights, mostly, you know what I mean? But let's talk about off camera and what potentially happens off camera, because that's closer to what this video is about. People saying the alleged rumors of like Natalie, or not Natalie doing it, but them getting pimped out and blah blah blah, right? Okay, there's layers to this, right? Because think about the money they're making on the back end, on the hush hush, just for them, right? Let's say they're traveling to a place they've never been to before, so the locals don't really know them. The average person doesn't know the show exists, or blah blah blah, right? Okay, bro, they can essentially just be like prostitutes, bro, basically, for like super rich guys, right? Because this is what happens. Y'all know about what goes on in like Dubai. Y'all know about that. We're gonna make a video about that. Trust me, brother. Wallahi, we're gonna make it. Wallahi, we're gonna make a video about that, bro. I don't think I should have used it in that context, huh? Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna blame it on cultural ignorance, okay? Yeah. So the money they're making on the back end doing that, but like, I'm not saying they're like cutting Natalie in on that. Allegedly, I don't know. This is fake. All fake. Rumors. I don't know. Somebody else said it, not me. This is not original, okay? Let's say like Natalie's not even cutting them in. That wouldn't even matter. Let's not use her name. The pimp in this situation, in this kind of show type of business model, right? You don't need a profit from them, because you're making enough money seeing them fight you're making enough money, or maybe you're so ruthless and you are getting a cut from that, and you know what I mean? Like, they get paid off the show. They get paid, let's say, I don't know, a nigga pay him, I don't know, got 10K for the night. Okay, just slide Natalie 2K. Okay, and it's like 20 of y'all. Slide Natalie 2K. Natalie just made 40K. 40K on the hush. 40K on the hush. You know what I mean? But let's talk about how people are induced. Let's talk about not just for the show. Let's not separate from it. General stuff. You're smart. You can keep up. All right. Okay. Why do women want to do this? Because money equals good. What are the buzzwords that we're going to use to induct people into the, like, kind of like indoctrination? You know what I mean? Like, what buzzwords are we going to use? Oh, you want to elevate, right? You want to elevate in life. Don't you want to live the soft life? You want to, what's another buzzword? Be a boss. Oh, that women love that word. Ooh. A boss babe. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy, bro. Because why? Majority of people are looking for an opportunity. And really nothing's wrong with that. These are predatory industries. You know what I mean? Like, the baddie industrial complex, which is being expanded upon. You know what I mean? But let's take, like, there's other shows. This guy named Whack 100 kind of produces a lot of similar shows, but not. It's not just this. Let's take like the Bop House, for example. What's her name? The Piper girl, Piper Raquel or whatever. That's another one of these baddie industrial complexes, just like a white girl version where you grow up a child star and then you just start an OnlyFans. You just start an OnlyFans. But guess what? Most of these people are dumb. So what are they going to do? Get a manager. What's the difference between the manager and a pimp? The perception of the consent. Because they both got consent, but the pimp's consent is a little bit more questionable. But this is a manager, and they signed a contract and an NDA, and they have terms of service and stuff. so it's okay. Don't forget parents' consent. They got that. Okay, so getting back to the point of how hypergamy leads to human trafficking, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. 1, if a broke man is perceived as a bad man, a rich man is perceived as a good man. Well, you don't actually need to be a good man to be rich, but due to the perks of the halo effect that money provides you, you still get all the perks of being a good man, even though you're evil, just because you have money. 2, young people growing up indoctrinated, young women taught basically like, hey, your worth is based off of how you look. They observe it from when they're young. They can see how a pretty person is treated versus how an ugly person is treated, and the pressure is on them unconsciously, really unspokenly, sometimes very spokenly, sometimes very verbal, especially if you're like black or like come from a different country. They will let you know, unless you're from Europe. Like, they don't care up there. They don't care what you look like. What is another crazy point that supports this, bro? What I just brought up, like the brainwashing and stuff, bro. The common tools of like what is used to have fun: alcohol, drugs, going to the club. Getting effed up is seen as a good thing. Getting blacked out seems like it's a fun American pastime that we just, engage in. You know what I mean? Just a lingo, just the way we kind of view stuff, kind of like negative, but we like the negativity. We laugh and we'd be like, oh, I'm dead. Well, you're not dead. You're laughing. Why are you dead? Hey, good morning. What do you mean good morning? I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm not mourning right now. I'm not mourning. I'm in a good mood. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're simple, you probably don't get it. It probably doesn't make sense to you. But if you're with me, we're here. You know what I mean? You know that telepathy meme when they're like smiling at each other with their eyes closed? That's us two right now, gang. We locked in just like these right here. And really, like, when you combine all of this, you combine everything I just discussed, we're just in a landscape of like, hey, don't date a broke man, date a rich man. Okay, get rich man. Rich man turns out to be abusive because you just didn't know. And how many headlines have we seen? Way too many to count, way too many to talk about. This video is super long already. I could probably go more in depth with this. I probably will in other videos. If I miss something, if you thought I didn't say something, just let me know. But I'm kind of tired. I would like to watch this World Cup game before I go to sleep. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.